person, and it makes them go into this altered state, almost like a psilocybin state.
Right.
And it brings them down. And literally, over there, you can make zombies your property.
Ooh.
Literally. There's been many stories, true stories, of people that have been turned into zombies and 20 years later walk back into their families' lives. It's Bird says zombie cornholio testing. Yeah, anal swabbing. Those poor workers for Biden. I mean, could you imagine you get this wonderful frickin' job and, you know, you're going over there and you're being a nice guy.
Right.
We need to give you a COVID test. Hey, no problem. Bend over.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Hey, bend over. We're just...
Bend over, Red Rope.
It's just going to be a prick.
Yeah.
You know? And smack! Anal swab. Yeah, you know.
I think they're waiting for the Flocka apocalypse.
The Flocka? Well, Flocka...
Flocka is a zombie drug here in America.
Well, it's like a super strong version of meth.
Yes.
That literally eats your skin.
Yeah.
You don't even have to scratch yourself. I mean, literally, it will eat your skin.
Yeah, but there's been videos that I've actually saw where...
Seen?
Okay. Well, I make up words, by the way.
Old Saw's been around for a while.
Right. It's a good movie. But, yeah, it's like a chop like Chuck Norris above the rest.
Right.
But, yeah, the zombie drug Flocka, man. That's what they call it, too. It seems like I've seen a lot of people walking backwards, climbing trees, like cats.
Well, they had that one guy in Florida.
Yeah.
That was on Flocka, and he literally held somebody down and started eating their neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
it was a homeless person.
Yeah, killed somebody.
Yeah, ate their face off.
Yeah, yeah, and that's pretty freaking zombie-ish.
Yeah.
Right? Well,
I don't think it gets any more zombier than that.
So what
That's
kind of
word.
tips? The tip, just the tip.
The tip.
What kind of tips does it give for getting ready for disasters, zombie apocalypses, or otherwise?
Cover your neck.
Well, it says get a kit.
Yeah.
Make a plan. Be prepared, which boils down to having an emergency stash at home of food, water, first aid supplies, and at least 3 days. It also suggests backup power sources, medical records on hand, and extra prescription meds. Now, you know what's really weird? Nobody's talked about this, and if I was Ford, I'd be running with this. In Texas, when they had all that power outage stuff,
Yeah.
people were taking, there's something weird about the new Ford F-150 and F-250, and they were hooking their houses up to their truck.
Oh, yeah.
And they were running the electricity.
Electricity, yeah.
Yeah,
we talked
from their
about
truck.
that.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
why isn't Ford talking about that?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? If it was Chevy, they'd be out there.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like they would change something like a rock,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
strong as you can be. Well, Ford should be doing that, but something about electricity. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they're the furthest on race day.
Yeah. Found on road dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What else? Future-proofed over-the-road Dodge.
Oh, God.
Okay, so it says that the zombie apocalypse sounds like your basic earthquake or tornado emergency plan, right?
Yeah.
But then the CDC adds, although you're a goner, if a zombie bites you,
Oh, yeah.
you're a goner if they do.
Oh, yeah.
You got to run
You got to run.
or fight.
Yeah.
I'm a fighter.
I'm a fighter.
Yeah, I can climb trees better than zombies, too.
I probably could.
But here's the thing. You couldn't wait them out.
Yeah.
You could climb the tree and they wouldn't be able to get you in the tree. But, you know, with all the noise that they're making, they're going to attract other zombies. And you're going to be stuck up there in the tree and you're not going to have water because you probably didn't plan it out. Do you have a stash of water?
No, I'm going to be eating a lot of leaves, I can tell you that. I'm going to be like a koala bear.
Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah.
Transfer the chameleon.
The chameleon.
Gred the chameleon turns into koala bear. I would say sloth.
Could be.
Because you're going to hang from the trees and
I think
slowly
it
eat the leaves.
could get a little rougher once I start eating the twigs because when I run out of the leaves, I'll have to go to the twigs.
You're going to be a bark eater.
So the kids won't be able to use twigs for marshmallows no more.
No, there's plenty of twigs.
Yeah.
There's always
little
a twig.
mini marshmallows.
If there's a twig, there's a way.
Right.
Right? Okay. So, yeah, Nostradamus said this. So, like they said, if a zombie bites you, remember you're gone or you're dead. You might as well jump off a cliff. You know what I mean?
You just might as well put it in writing.
But you can take these supplies and you can treat basic cuts, lacerations that you might get in something else like a tornado or a hurricane.
Right.
You know?
That's it. Yeah.
Do you have a first aid kit?
No, I
I
don't.
bet you don't even have a Band-Aid.
I don't have a Band-Aid, no.
No, you see, in my house, this is the way that it goes. My wife, when she goes and buys Band-Aids, and every mom and dad that's listening to this knows exactly what I'm talking about, she will go buy Band-Aids. Now, I buy the very dull Band-Aid brand.
Yeah.
Just, the brown and white ones. Because what fun are they? Now, my wife, she wants the girls to just have fun. So she goes and gets ones with like Elmo on it or whatever. Well, guess what? If you don't watch your daughters, pretty soon you're going to walk into the bathroom and see how they made your walls so pretty with all the
Band-Aid.
Elmo Band-Aids all over. Because it's like a sticker.
Right.
Right?
True. That's true.
Are you falling asleep on us?
No, I'm not falling asleep on you. I just
Do you hear this, guys? Come on. It's Friday.
I know.
Yeah, it's March 3rd, and it is 9:21 a.m. Do you got to work tonight?
I have got to work tonight off the weekend.
You know what you should do? You should go to Walmart directly after this, and you need to get yourself an emergency preparedness kit. You should put a blanket in there. Maybe a couple solar blankets. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Get some water purification systems.
Right.
Because Nostradamus, he said it.
I know. Maybe I need to get a couple of steaks. That way, in case I don't have my gun, I can just throw a couple of them at their head.
They don't like cooked meat. It'd have to be raw.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It has to probably be moving around.
Oh, okay.
I have some ideas, though. From watching The Walking Dead, I was like, if they just did this, it'd be so much better.
Just run them over.
Well, yeah, but then you have half-dead zombies walking around with their arms. They're cut in half.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's go. Let's see what the next one is. Okay, this is a weird one. Okay, American Airlines. Do you remember for the longest time, there's no UFOs. We've never seen them.
Never seen one in my life.
No, never happened. Well, American Airlines reported a UFO while flying over New Mexico.
Right.
Though the pilots claimed a speeding missile-like object flew right near the plane, air traffic control found nothing on their radars.
Wow.
It says commercial flights are typically uneventful, but look for a couple of pilots aboard American Airlines Flight 2292 to Phoenix, Arizona on Sunday. The ride was anything but boring. At around 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, they spotted an unidentified flying object soaring right over them at 37,000 feet.
Wow.
According to The Drive, the flight took off from Cincinnati, Ohio.
Oh, my old stomping ground.
Without a hitch. Headed to Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport, the plane soon found itself at cruising altitude as passengers did their best to bide the time. Little did they know, however, that the pilots in the cockpit were dealing with the unexplainable. It was somewhere but the northeastern New Mexico that the airmen radioed the Air Route Traffic Control Center in Albuquerque for answers. According to Q13 Fox News, the transmission was recorded and intercepted by experienced radio man Steve Douglas, who published it on his blog, Deep Black Horizon. Do you have any targets up here? We just had something go right over the top of us, the pilot said. I hate to say this, but it looked like a long cylindrical object that almost looked like a cruise missile type of thing moving really, really fast when it went over the top of us. But perhaps most remarkable is the fact that none of the passengers aboard saw the UFO or even knew that the pilots had. Okay, I'm going to tell you something about riding on a plane. You're usually not looking up.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
When you're in a plane, you're looking down and you're like, I wonder what town that is. And,
yeah.
At 37,000 feet, you're probably looking down at clouds.
Right.
But you're not looking up. I can tell you that. So, you know what I think it was?
What do you think it was?
Well,
military jet?
No, I think Chuck Norris was playing some yard ball.
He could have been.
Yeah. And he told the kid to go long, and he threw the ball and went right over.
Only Chuck Norris could do that.
That's what it sounds like when he's getting ready to throw a pass.
Yes.
Yeah.
Looks like Joe Montana.
Yeah, he wanted to play for the Packers. Yeah, he did. He said that he wanted to be part of excellence, and
I
Packers
heard,
said, "We're
he
honored."
wanted to be a Packer, too. He wanted to cut the cheese.
Yeah, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is what it is. I think that it's crazy. Israel, Britain, Germany, France, America. There's all these different countries that have now admitted, okay, yeah, there's UFOs. And half of those countries have now admitted that, okay, there's
just
aliens.
Been too many sightings over the years and too many people such as myself that have seen them in the past.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
It is.
We've had this influx.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, there's an influx in UFOs. There's an influx in demons. I mean, go talk to a demonologist once, and it is scary stuff.
Like I said, Bobby Mackey's woke me up.
Bobby Mackey's.
I'll never piss in a urinal there again.
Yeah, they did like a documentary on Bobby Mackey.
Oh, yeah, they've done plenty.
Yeah, there's some weird stuff that went on there. But, it seems like wherever there's concentrations of evil, there's demons.
Yeah,
exactly. Like, I wonder sometimes how many of these politicians are actually
haunting Congress.
Well, no, I mean, like, are they real life walking, talking demons? Did you hear Eric Swalwell is suing Trump because he feared for his life on January 6th? He's literally suing Trump.
Jeez.
My thing is with Eric Swalwell, I think we should start a class action lawsuit, the whole United States, and sue Eric Swalwell for sleeping with Ying Ming Ping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She was a spy, and now every night I'm terror-filled. I go to bed thinking that there's going to be Chinese Communist Party members walking to my door, putting leashes around my neck and shock collars and stuff, and walking me to my death.
Yeah.
Do you think we should sue Swalwell? What do you guys think? Do you think?
I think we are on to something here because not only that, he's just as guilty as she is because he may have sold secrets to her too.
Well, they used to train young gals in many different countries to do exactly what she was doing.
Yep.
This isn't something new.
No.
They didn't come up with this. I mean, this has been around since
forever.
Yeah, pretty much since men and women
since the real James
consummated.
Bond.
Yeah, it's happened.
There was a real James Bond, by the way.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course there was.
And there was females that came out of Britain that were spies, Russia, China, Ireland, sleeper cells.
Sleeper cells.
Oh,
that is a new
about
term.
me.
Yeah.
No, I'm not asleep.
Okay. Now, Josh, he listens to the show.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was worth noting. Today there was a story that came out that said there was an escaped kangaroo on the loose in Alabama for 2 days.
Wow.
I'm just betting here, but
Josh is hopping mad.
Oh, I bet you he is. I bet you this. I bet you that one of them could survive in Alabama year round. Do you think so?
If he can get through the college football season, he'll be all right down there.
A kangaroo named Jack, after escaping from his handlers in a small Alabama town, was recaptured 2 days later at a farm near Winfield. So hey, but it's kind of weird. Like some of these, what do they call them? Swamp donkeys? Oh no, those are at the bar. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
These skunk ape, from Florida.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm telling you, I've watched documentaries on this. I've seen this. They're taking pictures and they're like, the swamp thing, the hairy ape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
And I'm looking at it and I was like, that's an orangutan.
Right.
It's simply an orangutan.
So you can imagine this kangaroo hopping around the state of Alabama and people are going, hey, I just saw about a Bigfoot. And somebody be like, no, that was a kangaroo.
Well, do you know how kangaroos actually fight?
How's that?
They take their feet, their bottom feet, and they try to excoriate or rip off certain limbs. So
I can believe that because I saw a video where a guy got dropped, like kicked between the legs.
It reminds me of that Major Payne movie.
Ooh.
Remember that?
Yeah, that was funny though.
You stand there and be quiet or I'm going to